And man, speaking of conspiracy theory, it's I heard off the record, between us listeners and friends and family of the MMA world, I heard every time Kelvin Gastelum's on a card, it's some fairy that comes around and sprinkles some salt in his water, and he can't never make weight.
Oh man! Well, wait a minute, man. Listen. No, wait a minute. No, man. Listen. Kelvin Gastelum, man. Listen, I'm trying to do him right now. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not gonna let you talk about Kelvin Gastelum like that, huh?
Why did he? Hey, let me ask you this question: when Johnny Hendricks missed weight, did he give him his percentage back?
But I'm just
then bump him then.
Hang on, Dean. Why are you trying to do him right now?
Who, Kelvin Gastelum?
Yeah, you just said you're trying to do him right now.
I'm trying to do him a solid.
That sound a little strange, bro.
That sound a little funny. I'm trying to do him a solid. I'm trying to do him a solid, man. He's you know what I'm saying? He's been through enough. He's been through enough, you know.
Okay, let me tell you this. Number one, I'm not doing nobody no solid because I did him a solid by paying his little husky butt his money back. Then on top of that, he gonna get on the internet talking crap about me. Then he trying to act like he want to fight. If you don't sit your little greedy, ungrateful butt down somewhere. Number two, you were supposed to stay at middleweight. And I didn't want to bust this out, but part of the negotiation of me taking the fight when you was 11 pounds over, okay, he never gonna fight at welterweight again. He going up to middleweight. He went up there for 2 freaking wash-ups and then came right back down to welterweight. I'm like, oh, I didn't see that coming at all. And then, did he miss weight another time after that? Or just like, oh, no, he missed weight. He missed the first weigh-in, and he came back and made it. So.
Oh, yeah.
Now, this is one thing.
That was for Johnny?
Hey, John, you was there with me, Dino. Was it a walk in the park? We made it, right?
Yeah, we made it, yeah.
It wasn't a walk in the park, but we made it, right?
Yeah, it wasn't. So, I mean, it's never
him with a bigger surface area, and maybe more percentage of body fat. Is it a discipline thing? We all had the same cold weather in New York. We all had the same training facility. He arguably had less media than some of us. How do you 12 pounds mean you didn't try? In my opinion.
Yeah, if you quit at 12 over, like you
at 182 and you say, "Oh, I can't make it."
Yeah, like how much did you weigh when you showed up?
Yeah, I mean, who knows? He can have thyroid issues. He can be going through some stress of the family. He can just be fighting the gene that we all know we call the gene. He can be fighting it. I don't want. You know what? I ain't gonna get down on him because everybody gonna get me
fighting the gene. What's that? What's the gene?
Well, we call it I ain't gonna say it because I don't want people to get mad. We call it the big gene.
Oh, the big gene.
When you genetically just, you got to fight a little harder than everybody else. When you got knowledge of that and you fighting it, you got to fight it with everything you got.
All right.
His fighting in the octagon is not his biggest fight. His biggest fight is a scale. When he actually gets in there on weight, he actually does well. But how do you keep putting this person in contendership fights and he can't make a 171, let's know 170? Why would you keep wasting a contendership fight against him and Cerrone, him and Johnny Hendricks, him and Neil Magny, him and me, him or whoever, when he's not showing you professionally that he can make the weight? That's a part of the deal. So
yeah, I mean, he's squandered away a lot of good opportunities because I do feel like he's been given plenty of chances and plenty of help. You know what I'm saying? Like, for a guy who, because like normally when a dude doesn't make weight, I mean, they bash him pretty bad. And like he gets bashed in social media from like, Adam Hunter kills him on social media. But like the UFC's been very generous towards him. I mean, he missed weight and they gave him a TV show. You know what I'm saying? They put him on TV. So I think he squandered away a lot of good opportunities.
Yeah, this is the thing. Okay, this is another reason why I can't sit up here and try to give out excessively distribute the benefit of the doubt. Can't do it. Sorry. Okay. So if I miss weight once, what's going to happen? Like, let's be real.
You getting fired.
Okay.
You miss weight. You miss weight. You getting fired. They sending you back to the streets.
They sending me back to Ashyville. So with that said, why am I going to sit here and try to cry a boohoo river for this dude that's constantly ungrateful, constantly talking crap? And he had the nerve to say, well, I don't do stuff just for people to see. If I did something, I wouldn't be on the internet bragging about it. I didn't do that to brag. You still got beat up. You didn't even have to make weight. How do you like people are like, oh, you beat a Kelvin Gastelum that had the flu. Man, get out of here. You don't have no flu. You didn't make weight. That's the oldest trick in the book. If you know you ain't gonna make weight, you take your narrow butt to freaking the hospital and you fake dehydrate and you get a dang IV. Guess what? Everybody dehydrated. Brock Lesnar gonna go in there and they're gonna say, you know what, you dehydrate, you need an IV. That's standard foolery. Everybody knows it. It's exposed. So the dude was not sick when we fought. Actually, he had an advantage because he didn't have to cut as much weight as I did. And he actually probably felt nice and good.
I know, like that's the thing that people don't understand is that like when you don't have, because the hardest part about cutting weight is really like them last 3 or 4 pounds. And if you don't even get to that, like man, he
didn't crack the 70s.
Yeah,
he didn't even see the 70s. If you in your career if you missed weight by 10 pounds twice, like okay, perfect example, guys. Now I can easily say, hey, I missed weight one time, and then they would have fired me. And you go, oh, he's pulling the race card again. He's doing African American Express. Okay, so instead of me doing that and putting myself in the equation, I'm going to erase myself. I'm going to remove myself. Okay, one of the biggest welterweights in the history of freaking fighting is who? Anthony Rumble Johnson.
Yeah, Anthony Johnson for sure.
Anthony Rumble Johnson. Now, TJ, you have to help me out on this. I don't know the stats. Did he ever miss weight at 170?
Yeah, a few times.
Did he?
Yeah.
Okay, I didn't know if he did. Okay, so that screwed my entire story up. But act like it did. act like he never missed weight at 170.
Nah, he was always on point.
He was always on point. Never missed weight, right, Rumble? So Rumble made weight, cutting from 230 down to 170, right? And one time he go up to 185 to fight, Vitor Belfort. He missed it by, I think it was like 197. Cut from the UFC. Blah, get out of here. Kelvin Gastelum he missed weight by 10 pounds. This mother jammer get an Ultimate Fighter coaching job. How do you miss weight by 10 pounds, lose a fight, and now you coaching Tough Mexico?
Yeah,
I'm doing everything wrong.
Yeah.
I'm gonna start missing weight, throwing bottles at press conferences, showing up late, wearing possum fur, acting like I'm throwing chairs. I'm gonna do all that stuff because then you get paid a lot more.